to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're getting all the good-looking people on. We've had Astrid just on, and now we've got Spencer Oliver on. It's going in order.
Yeah, all good, mate. How's things?
I'm all good. How was your Christmas, New Year, Spencer?
Do you know what? It was all right, mate. It was all right. We was all a little bit ill, to be honest. My daughter was ill just before Christmas. Wife Christmas Day, me New Year's Eve. So, but look, we got through it, mate. It was nice. It was nice.
Okay. All ready to go on this card on Saturday night?
I'm excited, to be fair. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I'm very familiar with YouTube boxing. You know, going back to KSI, Joe Weller, KSI, Logan Paul 1, I helped promote those shows. So, yeah, I'm sort of like very familiar with the setup, what it is. And you know what it is? It's like, there's a fun aspect about it. You know, with this YouTube stuff, it's like a carnival atmosphere in the place. It's slightly different to what you get in boxing arenas and that. So, look, yeah, I enjoy it. I like it.
I did say, are you all ready to go? Because I thought you was fighting this weekend. You look in shape.
Yeah, mate. No, I'm not fighting this weekend. Trust me, gloves are hung up.
Spencer, just away from this, I want to get your thoughts on a few topics. Reports going around that Anthony Joshua could face Dempsey McKean in his next fight. What do you think about that?
Do you know what? The more I think about it, it's like, you know, he needs to get back to winning ways. He needs to find that confidence again. Dempsey McKean is a perfect opponent, 22-0, southpaw, MMA background, quite straight-backed. Doesn't look bad, to be fair. He looks all right, but I think it's a good opponent for someone like Joshua at this stage, because Joshua's problem is not physical, it's psychological. You know, that's where the sort of damage has been done. He's looking for that new trainer. He needs to install that confidence, and he needs the right opponent. So Dempsey McKean sort of fits the bill. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to Joshua getting out a few times this year and getting back to winning ways.
Right. Sticking with the heavyweights, have you heard anything on the grapevine? You're in the know about Fury Usyk. We still haven't got an announcement.
Still not got the announcement, but I hear that we are looking at March time. The first draft has been sent over from Frank Warren, so just waiting for a reply from Usyk's team. But I think we're edging closer, mate. I think that we could see it sometime in March.
We hope so. Eddie Hearn said that Conor Benn will definitely fight in 2023. They're looking at opponents like Eubank Jr, Manny Pacquiao, Kell Brook's been thrown about. So yes, the big names. Your thoughts on Eddie saying definitely Conor will fight this year?
Well, you know, if Eddie's saying that, he must know something that we don't, because obviously we haven't had any updates on what's going on with Conor Benn in the situation. It's all sort of gone quiet. Conor said before Christmas that he had proven his innocence and we was going to go away, have a nice Christmas, and he was going to come back and just let us all know. We're now, January the 11th. Still no word from Conor, so, you know, it is what it is. Like, let's see what happens, let's see what comes out. But as it stands, he's failed 2 tests. So, you know, I don't know the ins and outs of it, or I don't know the legal side of it, so it's difficult for me to comment. But like I say, it's like, as it stands, he's failed 2 tests, so where does it go from here? I know he's relinquished his title. He's relinquished his licence. So, you know, does that mean, let's just say if he gets a 6-month ban and he served that 6 months through the inactivity from the last fight with Eubank Jr, you know, what does that mean then? That he's served his time, but he still hasn't got a licence here, is he? So where does he go and box, over in the States or what? I don't really understand it, really, because I've not been following it too much since then. But all I know is, as it stands, you know, he's failed those tests, so let's see what happens.
Do you think we should get him to clear his innocence first, if he is innocent, and hopefully he is, and that should happen, and then we should talk about Conor Benn and other fighters and linking him to fights?
Absolutely. You know, you can't talk about him fighting other fighters and, you know, talking about Manny Pacquiao's and Eubank Jr.'s again and all that. How can you talk about that when we're in the situation that we're in? You know, let's get this all cleared up first and then talk about, you know, Conor Benn and his comeback. But until then, I find it difficult to be able to talk about sort of like, you know, you're talking about certain opponents. You know, And opponents that have been named, to be fair, don't really make any sense. Like Gervonta Davis is, he's a few weights lower. Chris Eubank Jr. is doing his stuff, and he's going to be looking for maybe Triple G after this one or something like that. He's looking for some sort of title shot. Manny Pacquiao's like my age. He's been around, he's doing exhibitions now, so I don't know why that name's been thrown in the hat. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't understand, talking about these names coming back. Let's clear his name first and take it from there.
Just lastly, mentioning Chris Eubank Jr. Next Saturday, an incredible fight in Manchester, live on Sky Sports box office with a great card as well, Spencer. Buzzing for this one, Eubank Jr. and Liam Smith?
I am, mate. I'm really buzzing for it. It's one of those fights, a 50-50, man. You can't call this one. We'll all have an opinion, but no one really knows until that bell goes. That's a tough fight to call. Liam Smith, yeah. And Eubank is going to be, it's a real 50-50 that. And do you know what? It's a cracking undercard as well. Do you know one fight that I really like on that undercard? Jack Massey versus Joseph Parker.
Bit of a random one, but yeah.
It's a random one, because he's like, he's now the former IBO cruiserweight champion. He didn't lose his title in the ring. He lost it out his ring. Inactivity, working as a scaffolder over Christmas. And he's been given this opportunity. I spoke to Jack yesterday, actually, about this. And, the trouble that he's been through, since the loss really to Richard Riakporhe back in 2019, which is the only loss that he actually had in his 20-fight career, he's been very unfortunate. He's been very tough, and he had a tough year last year personally. I'm surprised, he's been able to keep himself together, if I'm honest. And then this opportunity has arose, and he's going to take it with both hands, man. And we don't know what damage has been done to Joseph Parker off the back of that defeat to Joe Joyce, because that was a punishing fight for him. So that's a really interesting fight, man. A fight that I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, got Congo Esserman on there as well.
That is a great fight as well. Again, it's one of those ones that, no love lost between them two. Who wins that? I don't know. Maybe lean towards Congo. Essien is a tough fighter, man, undefeated as well, and he's full of confidence. So, yeah, another great fight. Looking forward to that one. The whole card is stacked, man. It's a great card.
Spencer Oliver, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and no doubt we'll get you about 154 times throughout 2023, all right?
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm going to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife and saying completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.